Boom shakalaka. What is up, guys? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today we have an episode on the one deadly mistake that people are making with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but particularly with Bitcoin. Now, before we get into it, thank you to everyone subscribing. Thank you to everyone mashing on that like button. And let's get started. In case you haven't been paying attention, Bitcoin is going through the roof. Okay? Right now it's at 9,600. And it's only expected to go up. All right, take a look at this graph here. I just want to give this graph a little bit of time to sink in. Okay, do you see that going down? Yeah, there are little dips. Yeah, it goes up and then comes back a little bit. Little retracement. Normal market movement happens all the time. But is it coming down? No. All right. Now here's what's been happening. Okay, people buy into Bitcoin and they're like, oh, the price is going down a little bit. Maybe I'll sell. And then they sell. And then the price shoots back up. And then they're like, oh, now it's too expensive. Now I can't get in there. All right, they're trying to time the markets. But guess what? You can't time the markets. It's impossible. It can't be done. No matter how hard you try, you can't time the markets. And I'll tell you what, Bitcoin is most likely not coming down. I wish it would come down because then I could buy a lot more. But most likely, it's not. Right now is most likely the cheapest that we'll see it for a long time, if ever. All right, now that that's kind of sunk in, okay, don't try and time the markets. Don't try and make a quick profit. You're not going to make a quick profit. It's not going to be overnight. You're not going to buy your Tesla Roadster, your Lamborghini, your BMW, your whatever you want. You're not going to buy it overnight. But in a few years, yeah, you can have a whole garage full of them. And you're only going to get that way if you stick with it. Stop trying to buy and sell. Stop trying to time the markets. Now, why do I say this? Why do I say stick with it? Well, in case you haven't seen the predictions, okay? John McAfee says in 3 years or less, Bitcoin will be worth above $500,000. And he's not the only one, all right? The guy who invented Snapchat, he thinks it could hit $500,000 by 2030. So maybe not 3 years, but how about 13 years? Yeah, I can wait that long for a garage full of whatever the heck cars people like. You know, it'll probably be hover cars by then. You know, I'll get one of those hover skateboards from Back to the Future. That would be the tits. Now, why do I say this stuff? Well, I do research, you know? I don't just make all this stuff up. I do research. And you guys might know Michael over at Box Mining. Well, his best cryptocurrency trading tip, you know, he talks about he started mining Bitcoin back when it was less than $10 a Bitcoin. Right? He's been around for a while. If you don't watch his channel, check his stuff out. He's very good. But he's been in it for a while. And he saw the price going up like what we see. And he's like, oh, I'm going to get a quick profit. I'll sell it when it's 15. And he sold it. He made a quick profit. But guess what? It never came back down. He thought it was going to come back down and he'd be able to buy more. It never happened. All right, so he missed out on a lot because of that. And people who are trying to make a quick buck with Bitcoin are missing out on a lot of the profits right now. Now, can I predict Bitcoin is going to go up in the future? No. But in all likelihood, yes. John McAfee actually said an $8,000 Bitcoin is pretty cheap, so you might want to stock up now. Which, you know, he has a good point. Most people are not in Bitcoin yet. Another thing, Tony Robbins here. He warns the crash is coming, but he talks about his new book, and he was talking about a study done by some large investment firms, like, I don't know, the ones that do stocks and whatever. You can watch the video. But basically, they did a review of the past 30 years. And in that 30 years, if you missed the top 10 days of investing in that 30-year period, or maybe it was 20 years. Okay, we'll say 20 years. If you missed 10 days in those 20 years, then your gains went from 8% down to 4%. If you missed 20 days, just 1 day per year, the best trading day of the year, your gains went from 8% down to 2%. And if you missed 30 days, okay, a little bit more, 1.5 days per year, the best trading day of each year, you're actually in the negative. So by taking your money out, by getting your money out of the markets, you're losing money. So what does that bring us to? Okay, just a short episode. I just want to tell you guys, stop trying to time the market. Stop trying to make a quick buck today, because I guarantee you if you stay in, I don't guarantee you, I'm not a financial expert. I'm not anything like that. Just a YouTuber. All right, but there's a high likelihood that if you stay in there, then you're going to do well. So this should be what you're saying. I'm not fucking selling. And also, I'm hodling. Right? Just freaking hodl. Just hold it. Just hold it. What does it matter? Like, do you really need to make quick profits today? Is it that hard to wait a year or 2 years or 3 years or 5 years? You know, most people, it takes them generations to form wealth. Years and years and years. You could do it in a few years just by holding a Bitcoin. That freaking easy. So that is it. Stop making the mistake of trying to sell, time the markets, make a little bit more. Just freaking hold it. Easy as that. Simple as that. You can sleep easier. You don't have to worry about it. Just cool. And I bring you that because I want to help you guys out. That's what I want to do. Contribute to the community. Bring you guys good stuff. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to click that like button. I will catch you guys around. Have a fun one. Hodl your Bitcoin. And I'll see you on our super awesome Bitcoin yacht parties. Bye. Peace.